What's up, guys? BMac here with Dip Traders. Today I had my second best day ever in the market, my first best day scalping a particular stock. In this case, it was CPIX, which if I jump over to this view, you can see that I made $465 on today. And if I jump back to this view, you can see the trades that I actually took on CPIX, mostly near the high of day. I'm going to go over some of these trades with you. I'll go over some winners, some losers, and hopefully give you some good tips for if you're trying to do this level 2 scalping. But before we get to that, I'm going to jump over to my trader view. So today is the last day of the month, and I figured it only makes sense to go through TradingView and just see what this month looked like. First, I'm looking at today here. I'm looking at only my scalping strategy, which netted me 465 bucks. My average winner was $42. My average loser was 20. So my winners were 2 times the size of my losers. And not only that, but I won majority of my trades. 57% were winners, 39% were losers, and my profit factor was 3.16. So I don't always have scores like this, but this is what a good scalping day looks like. Now let's clear these filters out and take a look at our monthly calendar. So as you can see here, we had about 6 losing days, but the largest losing day was 76 bucks compared to our largest winning days, which were 455, 425, and then we had a bunch of $100 days sprinkled in as well. So all in all, a really good month. If we look at it by month, this is actually my second largest month ever. And then by weekly, yeah, pretty good. It was a great month. I'm not going to complain with these results, and I think it's only going to get more volatile in the months coming up. November is a pretty volatile month, and if we go back to 2020, December was a pretty good month. And mind you, I was using less size back in these days. So to do $800 in December was pretty good back then. And then 2021, you can see these were my best months, pretty consistent through January, February, March. So hopefully the volatility is only going to pick up. I think that's why it's a great time to learn the strategy that I'm about to show you, because I think you're going to have tons of opportunities to practice it in the coming months. So let's hop over to that. And real quick, if you're looking for a scanner to help you find stocks like the one I traded today, I actually built this scanner over here because there was nothing out there with features focused around the ultra low time frame that us momentum scalpers operate on. I'm talking things like voice alerts. I'm talking things like one-click news, quick updates, and an array of filters such as 1-minute volume, proprietary volatility ratings, halts, and gappers. So it's a freemium type deal, and you don't even need to create an account to use it. So if you're interested, you can get that at diptraders.net. Okay, first things first, let's take a look at my setup. This is a 1-minute chart over here. Over here, this flashing green and red, that's the time and sales. So buyers are going to be green, sellers are going to be red. Up here is our level 2, and this is the price ladder over here. So the price ladder is mainly what I'm watching. I'm also looking for green over here on the time and sales. So let's take a look at our first trade of the day. I'm waiting for a high a day break. This is pretty early after the open, but looking for a break of 426, 428. So let's see what happens here. So we're close to the high a day. We're tapping off it a couple times, but we're not pulling back very far. And now I see this big order come in at 426. So let's see if I buy that big order. I bought in front of it, and boom, we're out at 434. So a quick 60 bucks. Okay, so this next trade only came a few seconds later. We're pulling back off the high a day. I'm looking to see continuation. I'm waiting for a reason to buy into this stock, and watching the bid and ask, boom, right there we had 823 come in. So that's actually multiplied by 100. That's, I think, 80,000. Yeah, 80,000 shares approximately. And so that's a huge order. So I immediately buy the ask in front of that, and let's see what happens. So immediately I buy the ask. I start partialing out here, and this is one that the order on the bid was so large, I definitely should have held longer. As you can see, this really continued without me. This could have been a huge trade, and I only got a couple cents off of it, only like 4 cents. Really should have held this one longer in hindsight. Okay, so for this next series of trades, There was a dip here. It almost looked like we were going to flush back down to the low of day, and that was going to be it. But we had a really nice reversal, and off that reversal, we ended up pushing really, really high back up through the high of day, actually. And so now I'm watching this. I'm looking for a good place to buy. I'm looking for strength, watching for that 450 break, trying to anticipate it. I saw that 160 came in there. Let me rewind it so you can see this. And I'm going to pause. I don't know if I'll even be able to get it. There it is. Oh, okay. I don't know if you saw it, but it was at 446. And I tried to buy. I actually ended up buying all the way up at 459. So you can see how quickly price jumped because of that. Now you see another order there at 459. Let me rewind. Okay, so watch the bid here. You see a bid that we're coming into, and we're holding. We're holding lots of buying into that bid at 459. So we can anticipate another move up. I didn't actually buy there, but that would have been a good spot. On the second and third test, not as good of a buy. Price really should go away from these areas pretty quickly. All right, quick one here. In this case, I'm looking for the bids to start growing, and then I'm trying to buy in front of any big bidders. In this case, it wasn't a huge bidder, but let's just watch. So watch the green. I'm going to pause it once I see it. So there you can see that 457 was getting depleted, and then there was 100 that was added to 457. So I tried to jump in front of that. I didn't get filled until 459 here.
Order filled.
I got in there. Now we have 460. I see lots of green here. And then tons of green. We get down to only 4 at 460. So really we should break right now. But we don't. We sit there for a second, and now I'm out. I'm selling on the bid here because we didn't break 460 like we should have with all this green, with all this buying. That means those buyers are all trapped, and as you'll see, that we're going to get probably a nice little flush here with all those trapped buyers. All right, for this next clip, I'm actually going to use the clip from the live stream this morning so you can kind of get an idea of what I was thinking while I was trading the stock real time. Now, if you're not interested in watching the live stream clip, it's about a minute 30 seconds long, so you could just skip forward in the video. So without further ado, let me start this clip up. Down. I just saw 500 at 450. Oh wow, that's a huge order there. At 449.
Order filled. Order
Nope.
filled.
Hidden seller there at 449. Get the fuck out. Yeah, watch 449. There's a hidden seller there. If 449 breaks, I think, yeah, it's tough because that seller at 455 is still there. And it's a really big order. But usually when you see those hidden sellers and they once they disappear, you really take off. So let's watch. We didn't really get a ton of buying momentum above 449 there. We might just go right through 445. See, that was that huge order. You saw how much, like what that red looked like over here at 455. 1,600 on the in the red.
Order filled.
In there.
Order filled.
Okay, I got a couple cents there. We're gonna flush. So I hope you enjoyed that little clip there. You got to see what I was thinking live. You also got to see what a good loss looks like and what a decent average win looks like. Now, in this case, this is one of my best wins all time on a single trade. So let's take a look at this clip here. In this case, I'm looking at these wick highs here at 460, and I'm looking for this to break super quick. So I'm looking for a break basically through 460 all the way up to close to the high of day. Now, in this case, I was watching 454. I think there was a larger order there. Yeah, you can see the larger order, and I think we bounce off of this order a couple times. So let's watch. There's twice, 3 times, and now I'm just waiting for any kind of buying momentum into 454. And I'm being a little aggressive here because I want to get in early. So let's watch it, see what happens. So I see some green. Yep, there we go. There's where I think I buy. In there. And immediately after I buy, look at what shows up on the bid. We have 400 that shows up on the bid. And this is a place where, you know, if I was thinking right and I wasn't thinking sell, 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 I really should have added to my position here. This gave me a great opportunity to add into this ask over here at 455. But instead, we got a nice pop there. I think I sold part of my position. I think I sold half here into 456. And I was holding the rest for that high day break, which was just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous break. So I actually made 20 bucks on the one half of my position, and I'm up 380 on the day, it looks like there. And on the second half of my position, I made 130 bucks. So altogether, that trade was 150 bucks, one of my largest of all time. So that felt great. Definitely one for the record books. Okay, last little clip here. I know this video is starting to get long, so in this case, I'm anticipating the high day break here. We just had this nice move that we just watched through that 460 level, and now we're clustering around the high day. We've had a couple wicks high, but I'm looking for that continued momentum into the high day. So let's take a look right here. Immediately I see 400 at 470. So I'm watching that 400, seeing if we can buy into that. I think I bought there, and I was waiting, I was holding, probably being a little greedy, waiting for the high day. Still made a cent on that scalp, but it didn't continue, so I sold. Now let's watch. Still trying to be aggressive because the momentum is behind us. Again, no continuation on that one. I think I sold that one for a 1 cent loss. So took a little paper cut there. And let's watch for the real high day break here into 475. Notice the pullbacks during this whole thing. The pullbacks were not somewhere down in 465, 460. The pullbacks were relatively light, only down to like 470. That's what we want to see when you have the momentum at your back. So look for those small pullbacks. And now we're right back at 475. Lots of green into 475. I'm buying there, and I'm looking for this to break pretty much immediately, which it does. And I don't know, it was a little whippy there. I don't know, that caused me to sell. And I got lucky because that was a nasty, nasty flush, and I'll just let this play out. But this is what you have to be careful of with the scalping. You are really leveraged buying, you know, for me, I'm buying 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, maybe even 4,000 shares sometimes. And if it does a big move like this, you know, that could have wiped out my daily gains in one trade. So you have to be very, very careful with the scalping stuff. Obviously, if you're just starting, use small size, and this needs to become second nature for you. So it might take months to get there, but that's why I'm putting these videos out here for you guys, so you can see what to do and what not to do when you're trading this kind of level 2 scalping strategy. So I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe the video if you enjoy this content, and leave any questions in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer those questions, and join me on stream. I'm on Twitch every morning trading this strategy, so come hang out. All right, guys, take it easy and good luck out there.